Hey, this is Shiraz, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that when I clear something for someone, when I cause a shift, I tend to yawn and cough from the energetic shift that happens. I don't know why it happens. It's just how my body works. And if you don't know that, you're going to listen to this video and go, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You might still think that, but now there's more of an explanation. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you hear something that you can absolutely relate to, when I cleared for them, you can get it cleared for you too. Just say yes when they're saying yes, and it works. I have people that watch these videos every morning to get stuff cleared. This can be your new morning habit too. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get a great shift out of it. See you soon.
So I felt some stuff loosening up a lot with the shifts with Laura, and but it kept like coming in my head, and is like, why do I feel like I have to keep pushing? Like nothing will ever be enough, or not. Like I'm feeling I'm never satisfied. Like, yeah, I guess so. Even though I don't really feel that way, I feel like
No.
I am satisfied in many times, in many ways. But I feel this kind of feeling of exhaustion and frustration, and just like, as much as I enjoy things or what I have, I just feel like I can never get it done. And even when I'm told to rest, or I have time to rest, or I can rest, I have this like internal motor, like dialogue, something was constantly. And I have some ideas. I know what it is. It's like years of living in survival. And
Mhm.
what you were talking about at the beginning made a lot, like really hit me, like the idea. And I thought, oh, this is why I needed to be here today, because talking about old habits and patterns, and like I feel like I'm really yeah, like I'm different, but and I need to kind of like I don't know, like up level, or some like some change. Like I can feel that my brain in ways is it is just like in a habitual idea of being stressed, and being, even though I don't really need to be stressed. I don't. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mhm. Yep. Is life a struggle?
Hmm. It's not, but yet my subconscious says yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that it should be. Like you got to work
Okay,
hard.
and that's the key thing.
I know
Why should it be a struggle?
a lot of the stuff about being a problem solver, being victorious, being like the guy that you were talking about at the beginning, you know,
Okay.
overcoming that like that kind of like,
Yeah.
but I'm never feeling that success of feeling like I've reached the goal, even though sometimes I have.
Yeah.
Never feel that. I never feel that glory. Like I just feel continuously like pushing a boulder up a continuous mountain.
Yeah. Because one of your stories is it's never going to be enough.
Yeah. When is it going
Okay.
to be enough? Like I ask myself that sometimes, and then I can relax and calm down. But I'd like to eliminate. I'd like get rid of that bullshit. Like,
Yeah. So most of the world lives in do have be. Okay. If I do this, I will eventually have this. And so then I can be this. If I work really hard, I will eventually have lots of money and then I can be happy. But manifestation comes from be, have, do. So when I feel happy, when I feel successful, that causes me to have different experiences and things show up in my life, which causes me to do things as an expression of what that is. And when you keep trying to function from do, have, be, instead of be, have, do, things don't work out in your life. So you're waiting, saying, once I figure this out and do the right things, I'll finally feel happy and satisfied, and I won't feel like there's always something more. What else can I do? What's the next step to get me there? So, and most people, they express it clearly. They say, I will be happy when. I will be satisfied when, which is outwardly saying, I'm not willing to be happy now. I'm
mm-hmm.
not willing to be satisfied now. The crazy thing is, the happiness is the prerequisite to getting what you want. And if you're refusing to have it until you get what you want, you've just screwed yourself over.
Yeah, yeah. And I know that. And sometimes I can, sounds funny, but sometimes I can talk myself into that because I learned that later in life. So I guess it's
Yep.
more my young, like it's my I find this disconnect sometimes with what I know and what I'm
Mhm.
right. Like I can feel it sometimes, right? Like I
Yep.
can feel the resistance and like, oh, like just stop doing that. And it's like, oh, the more I try to stop it, the more I do it. Like so I understand what you're saying. I agree. And it's like this kind of it's 100%. It's it's old stories, old beliefs, old patterns and habits
Mhm.
that it's like a push, like a very pushy, it's like pushing
Yep.
me.
Yep.
I don't like
Okay.
it anymore.
Okay. Good. Good. We can get you out of this. The other thing that's happening is the struggle. Do you deserve it if it's not hard to attain?
It's not as worth as much. And
Okay.
I think I have a hard time even recognize like um,
Yeah.
there's
But
a lot
I
of
mean, you just
accepting something, like accepting my own good, accepting my
yeah,
own worth or something.
yeah. But no, notice what you're imposing on your reality. It's not worth as much if it's not hard, right? So it if you worked 20 hours a day for a year to earn uh, say $1 million, and I worked 6 hours for 1 month and took the rest of the year off and earned $1 million. Is my $1 million worth less than your $1 million?
I instantly felt angry though.
Yeah. So,
Like I
and
like
this is also,
now
yeah,
I'm judging you, which isn't
yeah.
out of it,
But
but I'm
here's
judging you.
okay. But see, now we're getting all these layers onto what's going on in your situation. If you're judging people who work very little and make lots of money, you will make sure you are never a person that works very little and makes lots of money because you're afraid of judging yourself or being judged by others the way you're judging those people.
And I want to prove it. Prove. I
Yeah.
want to prove that I deserve it. That
And
I
you want to
want
prove you deserve it.
to be. You're right. Absolutely. I don't want people to
Yeah.
think, and I want to step out of that as that I'm working to side. I just want to be done. I don't
So
want to care about
are
other
you,
people.
yeah, yeah, this worrying about what everyone thinks of you is one of the biggest thing that keeps people from achieving everything they want. Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to make sure everyone sees that you deserve every penny you make? Are you willing to step out of the story that the more money and success you want, the harder you have to work to get them?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And are you willing to step out of the story that if it's not hard, it's not satisfying?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's the big
Here's one of the big things that people do when they're trying to create their lives is there are problems and there are challenges. And most people, especially the problem solvers, are creating problems in their lives so that when they solve it, it feels satisfying. It feels like you deserve the rewards. And that's how you create your life. But here's how it looks is that you're here and you create a problem which takes you down there. And then you solve that problem, which brings you back up to where you were. And it feels satisfying and it feels like you've accomplished something, but you're still exactly where you were. You just keep hitting problem after problem after problem and solving them, and you're wondering why there's no expansion in your life, especially if you're so good at solving these problems.
I think that's
Now, mhm,
I think that it's for me personally, it's, oh gosh, okay. I don't know, something activated me that told me it's my grandfather's story that like it's almost not acceptable to lay back and have an easy life. Like it's not acceptable. It's not approved of, like you're wrong. It's just wrong. It's just absolutely wrong to lay back and have an easy life. Even though like he was a nice person, took me on a holiday and stuff, like it's like it's unacceptable. It's
okay,
wrong. It's in like that's why if you work really 6 hours in the whole year, I'm mad because that's wrong.
okay. But that's
That's
his story. It's not even yours. It's just what he taught you.
oh sorry.
Okay. So are you willing to step out of your grandfather's story that it's wrong to work very little and receive lots of rewards?
Yes.
That's not a real yes.
Because it's not even about working, it's about a lifestyle, it's about having an easy life. It's wrong to have an
Okay.
easy, yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you willing to step out of his story that it's wrong to have an easy life?
Yes.
Okay. How's that feel?
A lot different. Like I felt a body sensation of my right side and my neck and head and shoulder like drop. I literally just, and I kind of had this like whoosh of a memory of all the judgment of other people. Like sounds funny, but like of other people, like of stories I've heard of like, oh, they must have it so easy, or they, you know what I mean, like must be nice, or this or that, or just all of that like family story drama linear, like just whoosh. Thank you so much. That was, yeah, because that's big for me. Like like what's the point of working so hard to not enjoy anything, like any like, what's the point?
Yeah. And here's the thing, when you get out of problems and you get into challenges, everything changes. Because with a challenge, you don't think, okay, I've got to create a problem to solve. You sit there and go, well, this is my life now. What would be a cool challenge to throw in front of me to create growth and expansion in my life? Right. And so it could be, oh, you know what? I'm working 40 hours a week and I'm making $50,000 a year. My challenge is, what if I could work 20 hours a week and make $100,000?
And can I be happy now? Like it's okay to be happy.
Yeah.
Like working
Oh,
in
absolutely.
ever much I need to work or not work or receive something. If I get a promotion, you know, it could be anything.
Yeah.
It makes my life
We're
easier.
taught.
I can be happy, not scared. Like when you said the
Yeah.
story about the problem solver guy, I got like that was I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. See, and we're taught that you're only allowed to be happy under certain conditions. And so we restrict our happiness, right? If you're having financial problems, you're not supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be worried. But the crazy thing is the energy of the worry emotion keeps you from creating success, while the energy of the happy emotion causes success. And you can take the exact same actions in worry as you can in happiness. But we're taught, no, I got to take these actions and I got to be worried the whole time. Right? Oh, that's hitting her.
So, oh my God. It's also because I worry about other people. Like if I'm not worried about myself, then I start to like, I'll start worrying. I'm like, she should be worried. Like I'm worried what she's doing. Like what a silly thing. Like I'm picking it, like I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing the worries that I don't even need.
Yeah, because your body is addicted to worry. Okay. Everyone's body is addicted to a default emotion, the emotion you're in more often than any other emotion. And when you try to shift to get to a different emotion, your body goes into withdrawal. There are actually receptors on your cells to receive the chemicals associated with your default emotions. So if you're in worry all the time and you say, you know what, I'm going to be happy, then when your body doesn't get those chemicals, it sends a quick signal up to your brain saying, make her worry about something. You'd start to worry about something and your cells go, oh, thank God, we got our chemicals. So yeah, and I know we're almost out of time, so I'm gonna wrap this up quickly. So you have to be willing to go through that withdrawal period until your body gets addicted to happiness or gratitude or playfulness or whatever it is. And yeah, Nisha, we're going to be back at 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern, and we're going to do another session much like this one and work on. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like. And if you had a shift of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, check out the description for energetic magic events that you can attend every single month. Be well, be aware, and be magical.